Today we're going to learn about taking a fraction of a number. Before we do that, I want to get a little warmed up with just making a fraction of anything so we can see how it applies to putting it to a number. So if we have half of an orange, what would that look like? That would mean we would take, an orange, and then we would cut it in half. And that would be half of an orange. Now, since we're going to be using bar models, instead of using, something that's shaped like an orange, I'm going to use something that's shaped like a bar. So we're going to take half of a chocolate bar. What would that look like? Let's say this is our chocolate bar, and we would take half of it. Okay, and if we had a third of a chocolate bar, we would draw our chocolate bar, and then we would cut it into 3 equal pieces, and one of these pieces would be 1/3. And then again, let's take 2/3 of a chocolate bar. And in this case, each one of these would be a third, and you would take 2 of them. So that would be 2/3. And then let's take 3/4 of a chocolate bar. So we're going to take a chocolate bar, and then we're going to cut it into fourths. And each of these is a fourth. And then we're going to take 3 of them. And those are your basics for making a bar model. So now let's apply it to numbers. Well, in this case, instead of having an orange, we're going to have the number 12. And we're going to take that 12, and the 12 is going to be in the form of a bar. So the total of the bar is going to be 12. And we're going to take half of that bar. So we're going to cut the bar in half. Now if you look at it, it looks like a division model. So what would be half of 12? It would be 6. So each part would have 6 in it. So half of 12 would equal 6. Now let's take a third of 12. So again, draw a bar for 12, cut it into thirds, and how much would be in each third? Now remember, when you cut something into thirds, each of the parts have to be equal. So there has to be an equal amount of the 12 in each of these parts. And you can see from the model that 12 divided by 3 would be 4 in each part. So 1/3 of 12 is 4. Now let's take a look at 2/3 of 18. So we're going to make a bar. The bar equals 18. We're going to cut the bar into thirds, meaning we're cutting our 18 into thirds. So you can see the division. 18 divided by 3 is 6 in each part. And because we want 2/3 of it, we're only going to take these 2, which is a total of 12. So 2/3 of 18 is 12. Last example. We have 3/4 of 8. Well, you can see 8 divided by 4 is 2 in each part. And if we take 3 of the fourths, we'd have 6. So 3/4 of 8 is 6. And that's the concept of fraction of a number.